Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the United Kingdom. In the last episode, we pushed our front in France to the Mediterranean coast, splitting the German lines, and then we sent our main battle tanks into the Iberian Peninsula, and were able to, with combined efforts from our Marines and paratroopers, take Spain. So Spain is now out of the war and Portugal has been liberated. So that is a big win. And now we are moving our troops back to the front. And the Germans have initiated a wide-scale offensive, which it looks like we're in a little bit of trouble in certain areas until our tanks can get there. So we'll have to see how things look. Am I really sending my armor? No. Wait. Where am I sending my armor? I'm sending the armor up there. These guys are down here in the south. Okay. Alright. What we're gonna need to do is see if we can't cause some trouble. Do that. Now, one thing I did do is I've queued up some additional battleships to put into our fleet. Not sure how much more we're actually going to need this fleet. But, you know, we're going to build some ships for it. But I'm not really going to worry about making sure that I have all the resources I need. As long as my actual ground forces are getting the resources they need, and my fighters, which we probably need some aluminum. Which I can get that from the United States. There we go. Okay. Yeah, once my tanks actually arrive, we'll be fine. What I probably want to do is actually say we should set up a general offensive. Now, this may be a bit much for that army to do, but you know, we're gonna do a push, right? The heavy armor really needs some help. At this point, I think they're just going to be sitting there shoring up the front, not really participating in any offensives, because they just don't have the equipment for it. These tanks are going to push on the northern flank. You guys don't really have the troops, but we're going to do it. Go ahead and do it anyway. You are going to push into Italy. Let those battle plans start planning. Okay, yeah, it looks like that the German offensive has, in general, failed. And actually what we need to do is we need to move planes. Let's see, 300. Move planes to the southern France air zone, which we now have air superiority. I don't know if we've shot down the German Air Force, or actually I can probably take a look. Let's see. What's happened over the last, let's say, month? 12 months. Let's see. We lost 1,600 fighters, 576 bombers, and 212 support planes, and 78 transports. We destroyed 201 enemy fighters, 575 bombers, and 8,007 enemy support planes. I think the reason why they haven't shot down so many fighters is they just actually didn't have that many fighters. Most of their aircraft were support aircraft. Close air support. You know, which close air support aircraft are no slouches. They can fight. I mean, they're not as good as a dedicated fighter. But, I mean, it's not like they are incapable of engaging enemy aircraft.
Ready to move.
Alright.
Come on.
Why aren't you guys doing a strategic redeploy? Do a strategic redeploy and then drive directly into the front.
Move out.
Right? That's how you're supposed to do it. You know, you get on trains. You drive them as close to the front as you dare, and then you get them off the trains and walk them the rest of the way. That's how it works.
Orders.
Alright. We're going 8 more infantry divisions in a month. We're going to be getting an entire army of modern armor, hopefully by March of next year. Assuming I can actually fill my orders. It's going to take over a year to fill the order. Okay. We're going to have to do something about that. Look at all our allies marching to the front. At least I hope they're marching to the front. They seem to be, though. Alright, good. Ace pilot promoted. Anything I can do here? All adult serve. We probably don't need all adult serve. I can probably drop that down to extensive conscription. I mean, we have 4 million men in reserve right now. And I could really use the factory output. And in fact, we're going to pour everything I have into modern tanks. Just lots and lots and lots of modern tanks. And we're building 66 steel. As long as the steel is for our ground troops, that's fine. If we don't have enough steel to build a battleship, I'm not that worried about it.
Listen up.
You know, I am actually going to give them an offensive line. Just so that they have some planning. Just in case I do want to throw them into the offensive. Alright. You know, what is this? Is that El Salvador? Yeah, that is El Salvadoran volunteer troops in Italy. Really? Interesting. Looks like they're trying another offensive. Free civilian factories. Let's see. I could really use some oil. So, synthetic refineries, I'm gonna build those. Well, anywhere I can. China seems as good a place as any. See if I can't relieve my need for oil.
Orders.
Alright. Oh, I didn't actually want to hit that, but you know what? If we've hit it, we've hit it. Let's just go. Speaking of other fronts, we need to rearrange this one. Oh, somehow we managed to push out to there. I almost want to try and engage here. See what happens. Alright, here's what we're going to do. This army goes entirely to this front and gets rid of this front.
Attention.
This army goes entirely to that front and gets rid of this one.
Ready to move.
And you guys set up a battle plan. We're pushing pretty well into Siberia.
All in.
Probably want to head there.
Listen up. Ready to move.
Can you just take all of
Ready
that?
to move.
Alright, good.
Yes, sir.
And this army set up a battle plan to push to this point. You know what I say? Initiate.
Orders.
And down here, you guys initiate.
Ready.
You guys initiate.
All in.
You guys.
Ready to move. Ready, sir. All in.
Alright, let's see what it looks like. What's the air coverage? We're good for air. Yeah, let's start putting pressure on the Germans on multiple fronts. And see how they respond.
Move out.
Alright, the other thing we need to do is figure out what we're gonna... actually, you... No, that's fine. What are we gonna do with these guys? I have an idea. We're gonna open up another front with the Germans.
Fall in.
Alright, Marines. Head to Newcastle.
Move out.
And paratroopers.
Ready.
Head for the Scottish Highlands.
Move out.
Do we have any available transport planes? Actually, we do. We have like 300 transports down here. We don't really need that many. You guys come up there. Alright, we've pushed into Belgium. So let's grab... Let's grab half of those air wings. Move them there. Same thing, half of these air wings. Move them there. Portugal launched a naval invasion of Italy. And they've taken some territory. Wow, there's almost no one in Italy proper. Oh, they are going to cause some havoc. If they can get some reinforcements.
Let 'em have it.
Alright, Marines. Begin planning a naval invasion of Norway.
Fall in.
Ah, we don't have enough range. Don't have enough range. Can I rectify that issue? No. No, I cannot. Alright then.
Ready to move.
What you're gonna do is instead you're gonna head toward a port,
Move out.
and we're just gonna ship you over on boats. You're just gonna be, you know, guys with guns. Those special paratroopers.
Ready.
Yeah, we just don't have enough force down here. Actually, you know what we can do?
Ready.
If I have my armor up here, I'm gonna bring my troops and concentrate them. concentrate them like that.
Move out.
And you guys spread out to there. Okay. Alright, we've almost completely liberated Belgium. We're starting to liberate the Netherlands. When were these new divisions going to be available? 10th of December. As that infantry army starts to redeploy, things will change, hopefully. Alright, how are things looking here? Yeah, it doesn't appear that we're actually making headway. We're just losing troops. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Now, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. You guys stop.
Fall in.
You guys stop.
Ready, sir.
You're fine. You guys stop.
Ready to move.
You guys stop. I don't want to weaken them too much. So the Germans might counterattack, and then we'll be in trouble.
Orders. Listen up. Commands.
Alright. That's looking good over there.
Fall in.
I thought I told you to extend your front down to there.
Come on.
I'm gonna change your battle plan. What in the world is that? There we go. That makes more sense. Looks like the Italians have responded to the Portuguese incursion. Too bad the Americans didn't send any of these divisions to back them up. I don't really have anybody to send. I just don't.
Come on.
Alright. Oh. It's not exactly who I was expecting. We still got 6 days till our new infantry are available. Modern tank, 385 days till we fill our order. Yeah, the Germans have basically brought down as much force as they possibly can without overloading the supply zones, most likely. Is France, like, officially back in the war yet? They should be.
All in.
Alright, you guys. Head to the front. Get to work.
Attention.
Heavy tanks. When are we going to fill that order? Oh, we're losing a lot of heavy tank destroyers. Where are heavy tanks? 183 days, apparently. Alright, the Hague has just been
Listen up.
liberated. Is Amsterdam liberated? Amsterdam is liberated.
Orders.
Why are you not marching into that right there?
Commands. Move out.
Marseille? All right. We are ready to begin the invasion of Norway. We have the sea zones.
Attention.
Oh, no. That is... Okay. Let's see. Convoy escort. There. What does the English Channel look like? Like 500 enemy naval bombers, potentially. Hopefully he'll make it through the zone. There we go. Alright. Ready to go? Oh. 7 more days. There's 1,000 active enemy fighters in the eastern North Sea. There are enemy bombers. A 1,000 of them, eh? Oh, they're putting naval bombers out there. All right, hold on. Head back to port. We're not quite ready for you yet. Oh, the Americans finally arrived to support the Portuguese. Good job, guys. At least he managed to link back up with those divisions there. So those guys aren't going to get wiped out. At least not immediately, anyway.
Fall in! Ready, sir! Move out! Move out! Orders!
Yeah, looks like we're not making any headway. Alright. Stop. It was a nice try, but go ahead and stop for now. Oh, wow. You guys are really badly depleted.
Ready! Fall in! Fall in!
But so far, so good over here. Well, actually, it looks like that those Portuguese units did get wiped out. And the Americans are gone. Well, not completely gone, but most of them decided to leave. For no particular reason. Alright, Luxembourg is back on the map.
Come on!
Alright, our Marines ready to go now. They are, in fact, ready to go. And actually, I am going to manually move my ships over there to provide naval bombardment on the landing.
Commands!
The Scharnhorst was sunk somewhere at some point there.
Ready to move!
Alright, this is 11 divisions, and those are some battalions.
Attention!
Tell them to push to that offensive line once they've landed. Alright, they're on the ground.
Attention! Attention!
Leave whatever battle plan you had before
Ready to
and
move!
get yourselves over there, please. Thank you. We lost 9 destroyers. Alright, get out of there. Wow, and we lost... No, that's not us. Good grief. Man, we are really, really struggling. Free France is at 2% towards capitulation. Luxembourg is at 0%. Belgium is at 0%. The Netherlands are at 0%. They should no longer be capitulated. They should be entirely back in the fight. I mean, they won't have any armies, but... Alright, let me just take a look here. Modern tanks. We're losing them.
Fall in.
How's the army looking? Vichy France has finally capitulated. Well, that Portuguese incursion, which is now an American incursion, is still there.
Attention.
Alright, my paratroopers have arrived.
Listen up.
So we are going to
Ready.
say...
Ready to move.
You guys start marching north. Alright, we're going to have to end the episode here. Made some progress. But we're probably going to have to cool our heels for a little bit here soon. To let our troops recover. Because we're losing a lot of our tanks. There's a supply issue going on here. Local infrastructure problems. Alright, well, we'll have to see about what we can do about that. And maybe why we are actually losing tanks now instead of gaining tanks per day. Alright. Well, as I said, we're going to end the episode here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.